Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another mildly interesting video. Let's play a little game. Imagine a character creation, kind of similar to The Sims, for example. Imagine that your character has two stats, cuteness and volume. Now I want you to imagine that for every stat there is a slider from 0 to 100 that determines just how much of a thing that person is. Now, go ahead and turn that cuteness all the way up to 50 and the volume all the way down to 0, and you have just created Komi Shoko from Komi Can't Communicate. If you've been in the anime community, or at least have been noticing them from fall of 2020, then you've probably heard of Komi Can't Communicate, the anime that took the anime community by storm. Because of its titular main character, Komi Shoko, a quiet, popular girl at school who just wants to make 100 friends. She just wants a wholesome, nice life in school. Too bad that everyone in the school is a nut job, except for who is like the most average dude that you could find. And I remember back around that time, I heard about the show, I was like, oh, this actually sounds pretty interesting. So it was like 5 episodes in on Netflix, so I watched it, and I absolutely loved it. Ever since that time I finished that 5th episode, I never skipped a single week watching that show. I liked it a lot. Then I realized that at some point, I must have not heard or at least ignored the allegations of the sexual harassment that was going on in the show, because now looking back at it, yeah, the show was pretty weird and it was pretty extreme. There were some scenes that just completely, I was just completely fine with for some reason back then. I don't really know how that happened, but it happened. So I figured, you know what, it's been 2.5 years, I'm gonna take a look back at it. And I'm gonna be honest, I have not touched season 2 in quite a long time. I was halfway through it, and then I quit last Christmas because I guess I got bored with it. Part 1, the visuals. Overall, they look pretty okay, but the main star of the show here are the character designs, and I absolutely love them. They feel fresh, they feel vibrant, despite what I remember the show to be just black, gray backgrounds all around. And I especially love Cat Komi and the white-eyed Komi. I just like that a lot. It's really cute to me. It's a really cute character design. It's really great character design in my opinion. It accentuates the popularity and cuteness of Komi while still maintaining her as this quiet, sheltered girl who just wants to get out of her shell and talk to more people. I think that's some really good character design. Another character design that I like is Najimi, or Osana Najimi. She manages to pronouns are weird, man. Najimi has a really unique character design. Just short, pink hair that's spread out in this distinct pattern with the body of both a boy and a girl at the same time. It's really unique character design. Although it's probably just because of the hair. The hair makes the anime character. But another thing I want to talk about is the opening. The opening visuals are so amazing. They're so vibrant. It's blue all over. It's just so beautiful, so vibrant, so sharp, shiny. It's just beautiful. I actually saw a comment on the opening video. It said every frame in this video could be used as a wallpaper, and I completely agree with that guy. That opening is really truly something else. I really like it a lot. It's really vibrant and it's really, really colorful all over around, and yeah. Speaking of the opening is absolutely catchy. The opening song itself, it is absolutely catchy to listen to. It's such a groove. The ending though, the ending feels subdued. It's just a piano piece from what I remember. I mean, I haven't listened to it in a long time, but that is what I remember the ending piece to be. Just this calm, subdued ending. And honestly, it still sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to be listening to it that much, but it still sounds pretty good for an ending piece. Oh yeah, about the soundtrack, I don't think there was any soundtrack, or I don't remember any of the soundtrack, so yeah. Main point. The characters make the show. Essentially, because of the nature of the plot, everyone in the school is just this exaggerated nut job, and I know that they're all exaggerated archetypes just for the sake of entertainment. That's not how people would actually behave in real life, but honestly, it makes for good entertainment. I was entertained back then. I bet you were entertained back then if you watched this show back then. So we have that. Some of the character personalities are honestly pretty okay to be with. There's obviously the Chuni boy, the one that believes she is the chosen one of the earth, in a way. But the personality that I love the most is Osana Najimi. She's just she's this amazing energetic girl that's able to just get stuff done. I would love to have a friend that just has her personality. Just energetic all around. But unfortunately, the world is not perfect. Honestly, if she existed in real life, I would like to be her friend. She sounds like a really entertaining person, and she constantly just makes things more fun. She's like the non-criminal version of Haruhi Suzumiya if Haruhi Suzumiya were a criminal. Which she was. Because I sued her. What the hell was that about, actually? But there is one character that I hate a lot. It's Ren Yamai. That psycho yonder. I hate that character so much. Just like, she is so completely unlikable. And if she was meant to be an antagonist, I would completely understand that. I would understand why they would make her as hated as possible. But then now she's joining the protagonist gang, being one of Komi-san's friends. Like, why? Why are you doing this? You know that she tried to murder your best friend like the day before, Komi. You were in the crime scene. At least you came late to the crime scene, but you know it happened. So, why? Why is she like this? She's not likable at all as a protagonist. We're not supposed to be seeing her as an enemy or an obstacle to overcome. We're meant to be seeing her as one of the good guys. But the problem with her character is that she is so unlikable that pretty much every member in the fandom I've seen so far, whether it's on Twitter or Reddit or Instagram, they all hate the character so much. And I do as well. Part 4, the plot. This is a slice of life show. There really isn't any that much plot going on here. Okay, let me break it down to you the most of a plot that this show has. Essentially, there's this transfer student named Komi Shoko who everyone loves in the first day because she is that cute apparently. But she has a secret. She's socially awkward on the inside and can't talk. She's always stuttering whenever she tries to talk in the first place. But through a chance encounter with our main protagonist, Nadono Hito, we find out that she wants to make 100 friends in this school. And Nadono decides to contribute to that goal by becoming her first friend as well as being the ambassador between Komi Shoko and the civilians, in a way. Essentially, he's gonna try to help her get 100 friends. That's pretty much the most of a plot that this show has. And honestly, I guess that is why I kinda stopped midway through at season 2 and just never really picked it up again. Because in reality, there is not much of a plot going on, so there's nothing to keep you hooked. It's not something like Kaguya-sama where even though it's a slice of life high school story, there is still a clear goal. Make the other person confess their love first before you do. Or it's not something like Nichijou, despite them telling normal stories about high school, they up the ridiculousness and the visual insanity to 9,000 so that those scenes just live rent-free in your head. Here, nothing really lives rent-free in my head. That's because there's essentially no plot here. But overall, it's still a really nice watch. If you can get past some of the fangirling and the attempted murder scene in episode 4, it still can work as a nice show to decompress and relax to. It's honestly pretty good. I guess my main takeaway for the show is that this show was not perfect. I will admit that. Back when I was 14, when I was first discovering the show, I was this show is amazing. This is the greatest show to ever exist. And I just thought everyone pointing out the flaws were just haters or because I didn't see them back then. But now I do, and I do realize that this show is not perfect by any means. There actually is some questionable stuff that I can't believe I just let slip over my head when I was 14. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I don't think I could live in a world without Komi-san. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another mildly interesting video. You know, I don't think I could live in a world with Komi-san. You know what, now I think I can. I did have better taste in clothing there.